Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it's not working without you guys. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. And it is about 10 o'clock, Christmas Eve, and I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everything, Happy Holidays, whatever. I don't want to offend anybody, with Merry Christmas or whatever you need. It's a smorgasbord. Take what you need. And hold on a second. It's going to be a different Christmas for all of us. My daughter, both of my daughters, are a long way from home and not going to be together. I'm not going to see my in-laws. We usually go down there, and I'll go by and see my mom briefly, my parents briefly tomorrow, wearing my mask and things. And this will be the first Christmas that my brother's not here. And there's a lot of other people out there who have a spot that's missing at their house too. And I'm sorry for everybody that's missing somebody. 2020 has been a hell of a year, and not in a good way. We have one more week left of it, and maybe we can start 2021 with a lot of new hope and a lot of new dreams, and maybe we can right the ship and get back on track. So for all those who are no longer with us, for all those in my thoughts and prayers, this one's for you. That really is a sipping rum. It's not for shots. It's supposed to take a little taste. Whew. Yep. Couple hours, it's Christmas. I hope everybody gets everything that they want for Christmas. I hope for everybody. I come out here every day reflecting on my day that is and thankful that I've had a day and look forward to the next one. I reflect on what I did today. Did I do anything to try and make myself a better person? Did I do something to help get me closer to my dreams? Was I a good person? All of these things I like to reflect on at the end of the day and start planning and hoping that there'll be a tomorrow. It's almost comical, the amount of passion that we put into football and our teams. I literally live and die on what happens in the football field with the Cowboys. In the same way that I know, Philly 500, his highs and lows, as well as Cop Pizzle or, Burgundy and Gold all day or Ed Oliver, all of those guys, they have their teams that they absolutely positively love. And when they lose, it's like a little piece inside of you dies. In the grand scheme of things in the world, does it really matter? In some ways, I say no, but in others, I say it does. Football is just a sport, but that sport means a lot. It goes beyond just the play on the field. You know, yesterday, talking to my dad and thinking about the camaraderie that he had with, you know, my uncles and friends of the family and things like that, that friendly rivalry where when your team won, you got to ride them, you know, you got to give them hell and everything else. You were still friends and family, but you get that one-upmanship. I did that little video yesterday and talking about my brother Greg after the Cowboys won and Washington lost last week. My dad said, I ain't heard from Greg. Ain't heard from him. And I was just like, yeah, just like most Redskin fans. Excuse me, Washington fans. When they lose, you can't find them. So my brother saw that video. He calls me up. He's like, hey, what's up? I said, what do you mean, what's up? He's like, you called me out, man. I was like, look, man, I call a spade a spade. Daddy said, you didn't call. After Washington lost and got their butts beat, you didn't get in touch. Am I lying? He's like, no, you're not lying, but still. And that's what football is, man. Football, for me, always was the great equalizer. I was in the store today. I was in grocery store. And a guy was wearing a Dallas hat. And he's looking at, you know, he's got his mask and everything else. He's looking for what he's wanting. And I said, there's one of my people. And he looked at me like, what are you talking about? I said, look at one of my people. He's like, oh man, I forgot I had the hat on. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, it's hard being a Cowboy fan this year. Yeah, and this is somebody I've never seen before in my life. But, you know, because we got something in common. We're sharing something similar. It starts a conversation. You know, we start talking about, man, I don't know about the Cowboys and Mike McCarthy, if that was the right hire. And, you know, we're talking as we're looking at our stuff in the store. It used to be that football was giving opportunities to people who wouldn't have opportunities elsewhere and became the great equalizer. That's what football has always meant to me. The fact that I'm here talking to you, people all across the country, hell, across the world. The reason is because of football. You either share a love or a hate for my team, which has gotten you to be here watching me now and interacting with me. And without football, that wouldn't have happened. Football's got a lot of bad things. We know that, you know, the concussions and things like that. But football has done a lot of good. A lot more good than it'll ever get credit for. And I know that having this football season has been terrible. It's been terrible for the players, for them to do what they've been asked to do without being able to properly train. A lot of them have risked their careers. The amount of injuries that have happened, and next year they're going to be asking them to play a 17th game. But the good that it's done to be able to have something to look forward through on a year that more American people have ever died in our history, to be able to take us away from everything that's going on for a few hours on a Thursday night or a Sunday afternoon is priceless. And I'm so thankful that we have it. Even with the Cowboys being horrendous. Now, what would I like to have for Christmas? I would love to have this pandemic over with. To be able to get back to being able to tailgate with my friends. Being able to go back to football games. See our country realize it's us against the world as opposed to us against ourselves. I guess that's a little too much to ask for Christmas. Just want to say thank you to everybody out there that has been part of this channel. I can't thank you enough for your support. You watching, you commenting, you subscribing, you liking, all helps this channel. And I've made it my mission that I am going to constantly continue to work harder and harder and harder to bring you the best that I can do. And again, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And I'll see you in the morning, God willing.